Alright. In retrospect, I think Jeff and I should have, said, yo, who's starting, or like, who's introducing the players and that. But I don't think it matters too much. It will be... This definitely will work out. Anyway. JJ vs Danny. Technically the second match of the day, because there's one currently going on Ring of Thorn. But this is the one I care about, personally speaking, at least. So, yeah, JJ vs Danny, Division 1, semi-finals, Invasion. I'm commentating with Jeff Compass here. Hope you're doing well, Jeff.
I'm alright. How is everyone doing today? I love Danny JJ matches, so I had to get on this. Like, I commentated the last one. Unfortunately, during the main season, it wasn't the most thrilling match. Danny's route was just a little not good, and
a little
JJ
inferior.
Capitalized on a little inferior. JJ kind of capitalized on it, but last season these two had a great best of 3. One of the best sets I think the Big O League has ever had. So when I saw they were playing again, I was like, yeah, should be good. But what are your thoughts, Larvy, on these this matchup here? I feel like you know these players almost better than I do, so.
Yeah, like, I'm not too sure. I just have the overall past in my mind as well. JJ is notorious, and he still kind of is very scattered in terms of routing. He's difficult to read because I have traumatic experiences against JJ in season 1, for instance. Just overall scatterbrain routing, but it works just because he's good enough at the game, and even though it's scatterbrain, it still has some foundation that's very solid overall and not easy to read and break through. While Danny is kind of the complete opposite in terms of routing and planning. You kind of just know that he's what he's going for. It never is really whack. It's just oh yeah, I probably just could have read this play, and it was not that he was just very consistent and very solidly routing throughout the seasons, and yeah, honestly, I don't remember many Danny matches from this season, so I don't know how much it changed, but there are probably still some tendencies. In 1v1, Danny also likes to get a lot of blues, just Ronaldo talking, but he's the traditional Bianco Rico kind of guy. I feel maybe sometimes Pianta is a place he likes to stop in, and JJ is JJ can be really wide.
JJ will beat any world, so keep that in mind. Maybe anything besides Noki. I don't think he will Noki rush. But we've seen JJ do Deep Serena to start a match, Deep Pianta. He can also do the Rico Bianca. Danny's specialty is definitely the Rico Bianca stuff. It's just he's really good at level shines. Those are the most level shine specific starts you can really get, besides maybe some Bianca stuff. But Danny's just a solid player in general. I think his routing is a little more static, which can be read, but if he has a solid route, it usually does the job. Whereas JJ, I don't know. You never know with him. It can either be this insane route that somehow works, or a good route that he messes up his win con, or a bad route that works because the other player, maybe messed up. It's tough to say. JJ.
And typically, in Invasion especially, and other formats, it sometimes just goes yeah, JJ may just destroy Danny, and sometimes it's Danny just has a really solid overall fight, because getting destroyed by JJ sounds tough, but it just sometimes you have like bad matches and it feels like Danny typically has those against JJ. I don't know why I think that. Maybe it just like happened one time and it was burned into my brain. But like I feel like this match can be entertaining in different ways, good or bad. We will have to see.
Yep. So we have a card that these players will be playing around.
Mm-hmm.
What are you seeing? I see Bianco hidden seems like an okay start, although Rowan's not glamorous, I would say.
Yeah, Rowan. Yeah, but what I'm seeing is like free red coins. So like,
Yeah,
it's kind of interesting because I think 11 in the 15 in Delfino might still beat free red coins, or like is beating free red coins. I think it's. I currently don't have the stats in mind. But
I don't know, that feels close, but worst case scenario, you do lose that. You have 3 fruit ladies, probably. So,
yeah, but
loss.
Yeah, but like if we assume free red coins is like what you want, then it suddenly gets really weird because like row 5, as we mentioned, it's not bad, and even if you rush the free red coin chance in Delfino, it still can work well with like these are just early reds. Yeah, you can still go to Bianco afterwards. You will have like some sort of pin-up progress. Maybe you can see the 6 red coin shines. Maybe you can see 8 Delfino shines later in the game. Like Rowan just seems kind of slow, and free red coin shines is like a bit of a it takes a bit of time. But like if you get column 5, then suddenly it becomes much, not necessarily much better, because column 1 seems also decent enough, but like actually no, and column 1 looks terrible, but like column 5, like 3 red coins into Bianca hidden, into like 3 hiddens, just seems like a very like potent play, when column 2 is really terrible, and like if you get stuck into column 1, it's actually terrible. And another way to get into column 1 is like your opponent doing 15 in Delfino, or 15 blue coins in Delfino. And honestly, I think this is maybe the fastest goal overall, except for 3 fruit ladies. So maybe we just see like a 15 Delfino race, and then the column 1 player will have to work with the 3 fruit ladies they might have done. Maybe you start with fruit ladies in this just to like have some security net. Column 2 just looks really rough to me personally.
Yeah, I mean 6 hiddens. There's 3 hiddens. There's like 2 from 5 stuff, but like no, not really a.
Yeah, like
maybe 4 from 3, I guess you can like maybe make an argument for gelato, but it's not where you want to be. 7 birds. You probably have to just do totals.
Yes, like if like 45, if 60 totals and 45 were swapped, then maybe column 2 would be like bearable. Like 15 blue coins also don't seem like that much, but it's still like 100 Rico, do you want to do this early? It's like, nah, you just don't want to, right? It's like,
you at least want to like get to 3. I mean, I would not recommend a Rico 100 at all.
Yeah, like you might want like 20 from 2, because that's like you kind of don't have the agency of like, yeah, I want 3 bosses, I'll get 3 bosses, or I want 3 hiddens, I'll get 3 hiddens. Maybe like the 20 from 2 is also just like a setup play. Maybe you do 100 in Rico just to secure like a column 3 goal with the 3 hiddens, 3 bosses.
Right.
There are like a lot of like possibilities where you can like stabilize and everything, but just column 2 seems so mid to late game oriented, where it feels pretty rough to play out.
You'd probably have to do a G Bianco or something.
Yeah, like you might have to do beat Bianco with like Pinna, and that's weird because like column 5 has like decent gold, 3 and 6 reds, it has 1 from each, when 8 Delfinos is on there with bosses on the line, with Finn and Bianco 45 totals. It's just kind of really easy and like standard play. Like not standard play, but like kind of what's the word for this? Straightforward rather, yeah. So some sort of straightforward play. And yeah, column 1 just has to hope for Bianco and Pinner and then hope that there's a win con opening up.
Looks like JJ's going to start Bianco hidden. Danny, meanwhile, making the call for 15 Filipino Blues. Oh, and he fortunately clips out of it, but he should be fine. Is probably going to have to reset the plaza.
Yeah, he'll have to reset the plaza after all, like unlocking.
Right.
Still important. Also, I think Danny got hit by the goop before like collecting the blue coin, which is interesting. It just like it bonked him, so
okay. I thought you were about to say it was like some quarter frame garbage or something, like it would matter, but
like he okay, I don't know why he took damage. It's really weird. But it's kind of interesting to point out. At least to me, it is interesting.
Right. So I like this call from Danny. JJ's not going to be too upset. He has a secret. He has 4 from 3 progress. Fruit Ladies is quick. But, yeah, column 2, not great. You probably have to do an earlier deep Bianco. Or, I mean, in JJ's case, it's not like a Rico 100s is going to be that slow for him. He's pretty fast at that. Maybe he does Rico 300s, like 20 from 2. But, yeah. I don't know. We'll see how it plays out for him. We didn't really talk. What do you think about column 5?
I think I mentioned it's like it has some straightforward play with like you just always have the option of like Delfino shines 1 from each with bosses. That's like pretty solid. The more like I think about this, it's like the way for column 5 to break through column 2 is very bad. Also, the no Fruit Baby Stanley.
I think he reset the plaza. He got a shine, right? I could have swore he got underbell. Maybe I'm crazy.
Did he?
I thought he did after the linked.
Oh, whoops.
No, he did not. Never mind. Okay.
He didn't.
I just assumed because he was on PAL after. So this might be close. That actually might hurt him a little bit. JJ's already in Bianco 3. And Danny needs to do at least 2 Fruit Ladies, I think.
Yeah.
So this could be close. We'll see.
Yeah, this is getting really spicy. The good thing for Danny is that worst comes to he's going to do Bianco. That's just even tougher for him. Worst comes to worst for Danny. 3 Fruit Ladies, 3 bosses, 15 Delfino is a possibility. Rove, we didn't talk about the rows because we expected columns, and I like it right now. I just see like Danny's on the right side, and Danny would have got column 5, and we know that's just like not supposed to happen.
The one's not that nice, although I think you can work with it.
Yeah, row 1 has.
Although not starting it, honestly, might hurt.
Yeah, it has some issues, but like if you do Fruit Ladies and then and maybe Bianca Serena, that's probably fine. Like you will get 8 NPCs, I think, like as your second pick.
Yeah, I mean, are you gonna do? Could you do Shadow Mario? Rico?
No,
I guess you would just do Serena and Bianco.
Yeah, I think like two Serena, 1 Bianco.
I was trying to think maybe like there's some like cosplay you can make with like. But that's just bad.
Yeah, but you also have like 1 from each and 8 Delfinos. Like you have that player open, so like you have like bigger incentive for just Serena and Bianco anyway.
We'll see. I think Danny maybe was expecting 15 Delfino to be a race, which is fair. Maybe just deciding to set up for some other things. It does hurt. In terms of JJ's row, his is pretty nice. He's gonna get 3 reds almost immediately. And he already has a 4 from 3. And JJ's also delayed by like 10 seconds maybe.
Yeah, it looked like 5. Maybe, yeah, 5 I would say.
And yeah, Danny now needs to figure out how you play out of row 1. It's not undoable. Definitely can make it work.
Yeah, the issue I would think of when I see row 1 is like you get one click in row 2, like you get 3 bosses. That I don't think you will lose that goal. And what is just second click? You might say 4 bosses, but your opponent is also playing the game after all. Like something like 3 red coins, 3 hidden, 3 secrets is just really, really convenient, right? So like it's really difficult for the 4 bosses guy to really secure it because they need also fruit ladies and 8 NPCs in general, and that's doable, but it's really awkward to play. And then you might have to think of something else. Maybe you do like 7 bluebirds, but that doesn't like with Bianca, but that doesn't sound too well with like 1 from each later on.
I think JJ could do it. I mean, if he could maybe take 4 bosses, 7 bluebirds, probably not the greatest, but I mean, you open a butterfly. I wouldn't think it was the first play in the world if JJ at some point tried to secure 4 bosses with BD2.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Because as JJ, you don't get as many row 2 clicks, or you're not supposed to get as many row 2 clicks as row 1. So row 1 has to like piece together synergies a bit better for the first 2 rows than row 5 would. Row 5 just is fine taking 4 bosses, or like taking 1 from each later on, or like taking 1 goal, or like 1 or 2 goals there, like already. It's totally fine for row 5 to have this luxury.
So, JJ entering, is he committing to this early?
Yeah, I think it's interesting.
It's interesting. I'm not big on the timing of it, but it's still a play I was fine with. Again, I think this could have been done later.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to look at because like there are definitely better things to do right now, but it's not the end of the world just because you can get like 10 blue coins. So it's basically 2 shines in 1. With like blues when you think 45 tolls is important, then this is even more convenient. Maybe you have future plans for 20.2, or you just want to set up for this. Then
you could also be trying to get 3 secrets like early.
Yeah, but like then 3 hiddens is awkward. I guess you can justify this with like maybe Serena as well. I think Serena's probably a bit safer for JJ, but I don't think it's mattering too much right now.
So Danny here started off this match with a 15 Delfino rush, and is now pretty much doing a 3 boss rush, which he has to do, don't get me wrong. It's just interesting. And he gets some NPCs here. It's 1 from each. There's really no other value. I don't think Danny can really win 3 secrets. Maybe if JJ ignores it for some reason, but Danny will have 3 open after this, but it would require... I don't know, there's a world Danny could get it, but I don't see it if he has to do 3 ladies. I
mean, then JJ has to do like 3 hiddens, and he still needs to do 2 hiddens of those.
He might, like, I think he could win 3 secrets, but it's not likely gonna happen.
Yeah.
What's convenient for JJ is Gelato 1 can be a 3rd secret, and then Gelato 1R is your 3rd red. So,
yeah, it's just like overall nice synergies. Like it's also kind of a 4 from 3 progress. Maybe you do Gelato 100s at one point for 4 from 3 plus 300 coin shines. There are like a lot of possibilities for JJ right now. I think Danny... The issue with Danny is like he kind of has to do 3 bosses and he kind of has to do it early. You'll have to show like there's no other way for Danny to play out the game, so he needs 3 bosses, and I don't think JJ will be thinking, oh, I can get 3 bosses, right? That's how I win. and that's just like not a feasible thing. And Danny just rushing it just is like not harming him right now. In fact, it's probably better because he has better control over what row 3 goal to get. And I think he wants 15 in the finger because he already made the commitment for this, and Fruit Ladies are on his way anyway. Also, row 3 is just like mostly blue coins, right? It's like 12 in Noki, which is kind of late, like 60 totals. It's like 45 would be next on the way for Danny at least. 15 in Pino, 20 from 2. It's kind of like a really blue coin focused row. So both of the players need to collect blue coins one way or another.
He forgot the NPCs?
He got it before the fight.
Okay, he got them before? Yeah. And what's nice for JJ, Danny already has 17 blues, which is nice, but what's nice for JJ as well is he kind of already has decent progress at 20 from 2, just from doing the PD. I mean, it's not great progress, he still would have to re-enter, but maybe if he does it in Bianco 6, he can mop up some blues along the way. Danny's going to start Fruit Ladies, this is what everybody has to do. We will, let's see how these Fruit Ladies go.
Yeah, Fruit Lady gaming action. You're an expert in this, I heard.
Am I?
No, but I just wanted to make a Jeff Cole Fruit Lady stroke. Yeah, I had to. I just had to.
You know what? You were just as involved that day. In a way, and also Juan.
Yeah, and Juan. I don't pass up the opportunity to trash on Juan. So, in fact, he was actually the only reason we made a controversy. He heard, he listened to Rimado, and that's basically all he did, and that's all his fault.
JJ is routing in blues. He's gonna get the bluebirds.
He wants 7 bluebirds anyway. It's very logical.
Yeah, I like this play from JJ. Fortunately, Matt's getting the best birds. And Danny, I have not seen how his Fruit Ladies are going for.
Yeah, like the Durins were like a little bit finicky for Danny, but I guess they're getting it's getting the job done, which is good enough.
This will put him at 5 NPCs when all said and done. He has Bianco one open. Oh god.
Yeah.
One of them's gone. At least he's on PAL, so he can get the backup.
Yeah, I don't know how much faster the backup actually is as opposed to getting a good one, and JJ is collecting blues. Oh, I'm getting the hundreds. I don't hope it's a 100.
Gelato hundreds?
It's way too early. Okay, he's
Is there even Gelato hundreds on the card?
Nope. I just think it's 4 from 3 and 300 progress, but like...
Oh, 300, yeah. I would not want to... Yeah, like, you do this in Gelato too. I mean,
you do this...
He's not doing it. He might be doing a 20 from 2 with Gelato and Bianco. I don't love that, I think. I think Rico, even if you just stop in to get blues, might be worth your time.
Yeah, especially after like you see this click, you're kind of concerned. You're not... I guess you're like less concerned with 20 from 2. Maybe then you focus on securing 3 hiddens kind of early. Maybe you just think of like 45 goals, which is probably the safer, or like the more contested goal. So it's kind of interesting to see, like maybe we see an exit area from Gelato just to counter like 45 tolls. That would be spicy, and it's much more natural to finish out the shrine. But if we saw like a JJ exit area, this would have been really interesting.
So Danny still gets his 15 Delfino blues. JJ is like, oh, I need to do hiddens now. Even though hiddens are fine. I guess you could read that as hiddens are still fine. I mean, you probably should, but you picked up a lot of blues and gelato, and you're like, well, that was slow. Danny could have already snuck in a Bianco hidden if it was a snipe. So you do want to secure that. He'll be fine. Gets his second secret with a third open. Danny should start figuring out how he's going to play his base. 8 NPCs, very logical. I assume that's why he is. He could be going for secrets, but I think he could do like a Bianco hidden in 5 play, right? If he wants to work on reds. Hit 2 NPCs. I wouldn't mind that.
I think this is probably his best call when he doesn't go for 45 tolls. I think 45 tolls is probably a bit better, like it feels better to get, and if you get it, then you're like really punishing your opponent. Then it's kind of really sluggish. Like 3 hidden is not something you can expect to win, because 3 hidden is the natural play for row 5.
You just want the red, and 4 from 3 maybe could be a steal Danny could think about, although I don't really think he has much of a chance for that. But it is something you can consider from Danny's perspective. Danny's actually decently set up for 2 from 5, just by virtue of having Serena out of the way. 3 bosses and 4 bosses kind of helps him out a bit. Do you think JJ is going to take 4 bosses? Or realistically can?
He could, definitely. Danny would need to get the NPCs now, everything. And that's kind of... It's just weird play, and you kind of know that JJ would be taking 4 bosses. And it's... maybe you're concerned, maybe you know that he will stick to like 45 tolls instead of 4 bosses, and then you kind of have a little bit more time to just do other stuff that you'd like.
Blues are pretty tied up right now, although JJ does have 3 reds, is delaying it, so he could take that in Rico. Wouldn't be surprised to see that, actually. Unless he thinks 3 secrets is more important. And I think if you look at row 1, you might want to just hold off on 3 secrets a bit. I think honestly the Rico Blues play could be better from JJ.
Yeah, like we kind of know that like the 45 tolls is contested and everything. JJ knows that 45 tolls is probably contested with 15 Delfino. But on the other hand, there's also just like the thought of like, would Danny really expect me to have like a contestant in tolls? And then it's not that clear. Maybe Danny thinks 45 tolls is safe, and then you sneaking that up instead of like Danny passively getting more blue points and just like getting that goal eventually would just swing things in your favor.
Hey, Danny might be considering 3 secrets at the moment. Nope. Never mind. 8 Delfinos is in his base. Delfinos kind of suck. I mean, you can get reds out of them, but like, I guess you get to Noki faster, but like, Delfinos, not very good. I think he's going to want to consider throwing in a Delfino hundo down the line.
Yeah, possibly. The 3rd secret for Danny, the gelato secret rather for Danny, would not have done too much, I feel like, just because 4 bosses is more important, and you don't have 4 bosses. And like, if you get 4 bosses, then you're in a very comfortable position, I would say. But like, that's your concern, and not like, oh, will I get 3 secrets or something. So right now, I think he wants like the NPCs with the pinner boss, and then he kind of stabilized with row 1. Then is like row 2 is kind of clogged. So JJ doesn't have like a good way to enter.
Yep, I agree. Danny entering 5 again for his a non-playable character blue coins.
Yeah, for 2 of them, plus it's also 4th boss, and also makes the same progress for 7 bluebirds as JJ has, in terms of level shine progress.
I don't know if he would do 4 bosses right now, though. I feel like he's just gonna do the hidden.
I think this is 4 bosses. Like this is his 8th NPC, I think.
He would need Fire Pianta, unless he already got Fire Pianta.
Got Fire Pianta.
Okay. Yeah, that should be 8. Yeah, he's probably gonna do 4 bosses now. He gets a bunch of blues during this as well. From his end, he thinks he can contest totals. We know he can't at this point. But still 20 from 2 setup, still puts him in the running for 60.
Yeah. The kind of like not so thoughtful thing from Danny could have been the fact that he went for like some of the village blues already before, and then doing PD anyway, and then the blue coins were kind of a waste, especially because JJ now gets 45 tolls. He already has 45. Jesus.
He gets blues really quickly.
Yeah.
Kind of his thing.
Yeah. So now Danny has had a little bit more free time.
Danny kind of had to do this, to be fair. To do the 4 bosses as soon as he really could, so I don't even disagree. What really sucks for Danny is the 8 NPCs. You can't even be like secret about what that was. It's pretty transparent.
Yeah, but like when you see 3 bosses, like click early, when you see 3 fruit ladies, like there's like you just know, right? There's like 3 fruit ladies, Manta. You just know it's 8 bosses.
You know what would be really wild is if JJ responds to this by securing 7 bluebirds as soon as he can.
Yeah,
I would like to see that call from JJ. I don't know if he's gonna make it.
Yeah, I would agree. That would be like a.
And it looks like he's making that call. Maybe not. He has to go into Bianco still. No, he's not making that call. I mean, he can do Pinna into whatever. He might be thinking 4 bosses is still viable at the moment. Although he doesn't have a road 3 yet, so like.
Yeah, Pinna 2 is like a 3rd secret that's okay-ish. Otherwise, it's like Pinna is fine for him anyway. Right, Yoshi in 2 worlds, 4 from 3. All that just is convenient, and lastly, like you don't need 7 bluebirds that badly right now, right? Because once Danny clicks 8 NPCs 4 bosses, what is Danny going to click afterwards? Like 6 hidden, 6 reds? Like that's.
I wouldn't be surprised if Danny like tries to Noki rush now with Delfinos or something. I could see that being like something Danny considers. I don't love the play. But
yeah,
it's definitely not unrealistic from Danny.
Yeah, I guess you can have decent value, right? Like you will expect to get 12 Noki blues, you will expect to get 4 from Noki. Maybe you can actually win 3 secrets. Danny might win 3 secrets.
I was about to say that. I think there's honestly, at this point, because JJ's stopping for all these blues, it depends how many blues JJ gets, right? If he wants to do like almost 20 from 2 here, probably loses it. Even at this point, though, I think he just loses. Like, he would have to start the mecha fight right now, probably. Danny's also stopping for blues, so... I mean, not a ton, I guess, but stopping for... Okay, he stopped for blue. Singular.
Yeah, Danny, 2 blue coins in a Cataquack bounce. It doesn't hurt.
Cataquack bounce is quick. JJ, oh look at that! That worked, JJ. That was pretty sick.
Yeah, a good idea, but...
Well, what's good for JJ is he's set up very well for the other blues goals in row 3, so this honestly doesn't really matter that much for him. It matters for Danny. It is important Danny gets this, but it matters more. It matters more for Danny than it matters for JJ, if that makes sense.
Yep.
JJ will look at this, be slightly annoyed, and move on with his life.
Yeah, like the issue is that JJ then has like, I guess Danny doesn't do much in row 4 anyway. Like he won't get 2 goals in row 4 most likely. 2 from 5 is kind of weird. I guess Danny could.
I don't think he's that far away from it. He would have to commit to a Serena 2, which is. I guess he could do that right now instead of Bianco 6, actually.
Yeah.
Although that's still kind of pushing it, but he should still have time, just because. I don't know. Would he win that? Yeah, he would.
I think with a good stream, whatever, and with like clean gameplay, it's like almost Bianco 6 being slower. Like it's probably Bianco 6 being slower still. So that's kind of funny.
You know, I would like to see Serena 2, but I think that's a very much from my perspective thing, and not really something.
Yeah,
that
definitely.
I would fault Danny for. Like I don't think I would stop for Serena 2. Ooh, if Danny stops for the bird, that might make things closer. Danny might just feel like 3 Secrets is so contested that he just.
Never mind. I think he's not making ways for the secrets. That's interesting.
Is he gonna do the hidden? Or is he just getting like 2 blues? Danny with the 2 blue routes today, I will say. Okay,
yeah,
he's still doing Bianco 6, but now it's getting close.
Yeah, I'm not sure where Danny is destined to go.
Like, are there rockets on the card?
Nope.
I think he wants 20 from 2, but like Danny, just go to the secret, please.
Yeah, you'll have to re-enter anyway.
He wants. It's like he didn't get the bird, but he's still. I don't know. I think Danny loses this.
He still has time, right?
Just don't swim. If Danny swims for the blue, I'm gonna be very upset. He did.
It doesn't seem to go for.
He should be fine. That was kind of cute. That little rocket rollout.
Yeah. Danny is. I think ahead still, depending on strats.
JJ's also a little delayed. Let's keep that in mind.
We don't know how much delayed Danny is, right?
That's very fair. I'm gonna predict Danny wins this. We'll see. I've been wrong on timings before. I don't know, actually.
I think it's really close. It might depend on. Wait, JJ should win.
No, JJ. Yeah. I didn't like those blues Danny picked up. I don't think they had any value for him at that point. I think 3 Secrets was important.
He would have needed to enter, like, re-enter anyway.
Yeah, because he didn't get the bird, right? Like.
Yep.
It's like you can still do 3R after re-entering. It's not like you have to do an exit area.
Mm-hmm.
So a little unfortunate for Danny. And it's kind of awkward. He doesn't have a great row 3 click. I guess what he has to do is maybe like 12 Inoki blues. But JJ has 60 now, or he's like 59 or something. JJ's almost at 60.
Yeah, Danny is going for Star Mario. He's not going for Star Mario.
No, he'll probably do the hidden for the red. The issue for Danny is JJ's just really well set up for both 60 totals and 20 from 2, but he can't click both of them, so. Committing to blues when there's no other blues totals on the card as Danny, kind of awkward. Push like 20 from 2, it's not. You don't feel great about it. Honestly, 20 from Noki maybe is the thing. Like, you're gonna get 12 anyway, and then maybe just. But. I don't know. Routed in with like 4 Noki shines or something.
Yeah, I don't think it's too viable, right? Because just Danny, JJ could just like do 2 from 5 with 4, like 2 from 5. Probably a bit more viable than just 4 Noki shines. That's like a lot. And Danny now thinks that like 7 bluebirds is something he can secure safely. Unfortunately for him, he only has 2 red coin shines, I think. He only has 2 Delfino shines, and this is his second hidden? Or first? No, it's first hidden.
Did he not get? Yeah, I guess he's first. JJ with the blue routing in between finish on.
Yeah,
Yellow blue.
Yep.
He will win it, I think. He just needs to enter Bianco.
Yeah, he has a lot of time just because Danny needs like 4 shines. And oh yeah, 4 shines and unlock Pinner and get the bluebirds in Gelato. True.
Yeah. And I guess you don't really look at JJ's clicks and think he can even contest birds. Or I guess it depends how you read 3 secrets, but you can read that as a lot of things, right? You don't have to read it as Bianca.
I mean, 3 secrets wasn't a Bianca 6 from JJ after all.
True. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. So 7 bluebirds is kind of really weird in that regard. I agree that it's like difficult for Danny to read that JJ has a Bianca
Danny
5.
even get gelato birds?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like the issue is not the issue because Danny has Manta. I was about to say that like maybe JJ can also get 1 from each, and if JJ gets 1 from each, that's just rough. That's just really rough for Danny. It's like very slow row 1 goals, and then it's just a very slow row 2 goal with like I guess 7 bluebirds, but it's weird. And like if you do 7 bluebirds and 1 from each, then you just have butterfly. Like what the fuck's that? It takes ages. You don't want to do that.
JJ probably will do it.
Yeah, like
Danny,
because
it doesn't have a line.
But JJ, like if JJ were to get 1 from each, if he got it, then it suddenly is really really dire for Danny here.
True. Danny's starting grass pipe, Redbird, whatever this damn level's called. JJ getting the bird the easy way. I don't know if that was worth it, but you know what, JJ, I still respect it. I think it would have just been better after Pinna. So JJ will wrap up 7 birds. Danny will probably not feel very good. Didn't eat the pineapple, by the way. I am learning. Granted, I don't think that's the biggest deal. I think he should have, because even if there was like a goal that might require it, may as well. Right?
Oh, JJ?
It's like 1 from each is...
I think if you just... I don't think it's that necessary.
Yeah, it's fine.
Especially if you think 7 bluebirds is contested, then it's like, yeah, you just waste your time again. I honestly think like that the first try sooner whenever is probably faster than like going up with Yoshi and eating it, and then like traveling back and such. Yep.
JJ is gonna start Bianca 6 now. Probably won't commit to butterfly just yet. Doesn't need to really. Be kind of a waste to just invest all that time into Bianca 8 right now, I think. So, not worth it. He has Yoshi from 2. Oh wait, he's gonna do Yoshi in 2 worlds with Bianca. He's gonna do that, isn't he? That is like a JJ play, I think.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's not even that bad. I'm not even close to that, really.
It still has some risk involved, right? Because you see Danny's clicks and you yourself don't know what Danny has done. Like Danny might have got, like you might have been able to read Bianca 5, but at the same time, like do you read how many blues Danny has? Do you read that he's like trying for 20 from 2? Do you know that like he's that deep into Bianco?
Danny going back into Bianco for
another red coin shine and another
Bianco 6R.
Yeah, and just imagine he could have gotten the blues he got for the 3 secrets, or like for Bianca 6 in here. You know, that's like a possibility.
I understand Danny was setting up for 20 from 2, but the blues he needed were just not... They weren't great. If it's like Serena blues, I still wouldn't really want it, but they're all kind of close to each other. But like, you gotta get the rocket, you gotta get... you gotta do a few storages.
Yeah, I'm...
a little...
Yeah, and now like JJ has 7 bluebirds, he'll have like Butterfly, which is not that strong for click, but
He gets 2 Yoshis in a cute-ish way. I mean, does he ever really... I don't think he has a reason to enter Pinna again. He has 4 shines there. I don't think it's... I mean, if he was entering Pinna again, I guess he could, like, you can make an argument for, like, 20 from 2. If he can just get, like, the butterflies. That might be... But it's... Yoshi wants papaya.
Papaya is a weird fruit.
Ooh.
Because of this thing.
JJ, I think it's still... No, okay, I thought I saw it still. Oh, JJ.
Yeah.
JJ sprang it out of the way. I guess that works.
Yeah, and now it's probably one of the better fruits. You can just like spin jump and throw it, and you might be able to get this unless you hit a wall. JJ is not even trying for this, so it's even more sad. You can throw this freely.
Yep. Danny probably reads that as Yoshi in 2 worlds, but at this point, it's like, what can he really do to stop that? Or like reads it as Bianco, and he will read it in just a moment anyway. But yeah, Danny. I don't know. Does Danny have a way back in this?
I guess he has. It's just like really awkward, and it's like relying on JJ losing the like finding the lose condition.
JJ has done that before. But like, what does JJ do as his last 4 clicks? I mean, honestly, like he could do, Rico hundreds doesn't look too bad for him right now. But that's only progress towards 2 goals. I think he's gonna want to like bunker his base up and then like maybe get hiddens. He has 3 already. He has a bunch open. He could win hiddens. Danny does not have good hiddens open. I don't think Danny can win 6 hiddens if he wanted to.
Yeah.
Like he's getting 2. He has 2 in Bianco, 1 in Noki, 2 in Bianco, or 2 in Gelato, I guess. Like,
JJ's win con is also kind of weird. Is it like 2 from 5? How 2 from 5 is it? Like, JJ has Gelato, Bianco, Pinna. And that's kind of it, I guess. He has, I think, 1 in Rico, which is definitely nice. Like Rico 2 doesn't matter. I guess Rico 100s is Rico 200s is actually a really viable play for JJ, and it's not even a bad one because it's a direct goal. It's 100's progress. It's 2 from 5. That's actually convenient. I mentioned the possibility of like Rico 200s, and like you're not ecstatic about it. It's kind of.
I don't know. It's kind of a miss for me. Like,
really?
I guess it's what you would do in this case. Yeah, because I don't know.
I guess you have to secure like 2 from like if you think 2 from 5 is secure, then you will be able to do this.
Do you really want to do Rico?
You could, as JJ.
You could. I mean, if there's like time you're gonna do it, this is probably it. Does JJ know Rico 200? Probably not. Like, does he know it well enough where he wouldn't just want to do 2 first? Probably. Could he BS it? Probably. But it would not take time.
Yeah. And at the same time, if you want to secure 2 from 5, then it's probably better to just do Rico 2 and then Rico 300s. Yes. Also, like 4 from 3 is a possibility. Like, yeah. But Rico 200s is possible, so I want.
You also can just like get 2 stupid blues on the way for 20 from 2 as JJ. That could be in your win con. So you would get that in Rico 2, the ones over the water, which you would not get in the 100s or in Rico 300s. I don't know. Not a big deal. Just a little something.
You are not wrong, Mr. Compass.
And Danny is like making a 6 hiddens play now, or maybe just a reds play. Probably both. I don't think
it still could be a 2 from 5 play. I think that's the important.
Yeah, I mean this is the best shine you can do for it.
Yeah, maybe actually if you care about 2 from 5, you would also do like a Noki shine, right? that's working for 2 goals. That's 2 goals is better than 1. And you would have to backtrack anyway, so like, yeah, it's probably just a 6-hit and 6 red play. He's concerned about that, and it's understandable. But
I think we're gonna see a Noki 200s. I think we will.
We can see it definitely. I can see it at least. Maybe as a 4th shine from Noki instead of 2 from 5.
Danny with a 37, and I know you. I don't know, 37.
Yeah, for RTA, it's 37 is acceptable, definitely. This is technically not
Is
RTA.
that 6 reds? I mean, that's 6 reds, right? It has to be. I don't know, maybe it's not. He has 3 from Bianco. Gelato 1R. Grass Pipe. Did he do Pachinko?
Oh, Grass Pipe.
If he did Pachinko, that's... Or I guess technically Lily Pad, but... No. Yeah, I have confirmation he's done Pachinko.
Interesting. I didn't check.
I missed that as well.
Yeah,
it was doing something wild at the time.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I can remember 6 reds. Or like I can remember a Pachinko rather, or a Pachinko entry, and I don't think he'll just exit area like that.
JJ entering Gelato 2. Probably gonna secure hundreds.
4 from 3, you mean?
Yeah. Oh, 4 from 3 and make progress from hundreds. But I don't know. Do you really want to do Gelato 200s right now?
It's not the end of the world. It's not that much slower than Gelato 2, right? I think it's actually still a minute. Oh no, he doesn't want 2 from 5.
I see. I guess he. Interesting.
Yeah.
Does what's Danny's 2 from 5 looking like? Right, he has like he has 1 from each. We know that, but like 2 in Bianco, 2 in Gelato.
2 from Delfino. Danny has how many in
That's not 2
Delfino?
from 5 progress though.
Yeah. But
So,
he has 2 from Delfino.
he does have 2 shines in Delfino Plaza. That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
He's more than that, but
Yeah, he has 5?
Rico 2. Are we gonna see a Rico 200s? Okay, it still technically be it. Let's see, I don't think he even knows it, if I'm being honest. Yeah. JJ's really good at Rico 300s, for what it's worth. He's done like 79, 96. He's like IL'd it a bunch. I don't think it would be worth trying to BS 100. You do not.
Yeah, but Rico 200 is a possibility, Jeff. I need to point it out.
JJ doesn't know it. It's not a possibility for him.
Fine. I'll accept that.
Maybe
Anyway.
JJ will watch this back and say to himself, you know what I'm going to learn today? Rico 200s, and then all will be well.
Anyway, we see... What do we see? Danny just going for 1 from each when JJ would have the hindrance of doing Manta and no Pianta 1, both like kind of useless goals. I guess Mecha is also a useless shine to do for Danny right now. Except if he had like 20 from 2 progress, but that's like not that possible either. It's like, well, why would you have Pinna 1, like what would you do Pinna 1 except for 1 from each? Similar to Manta. JJ is just comfortably having 2 from 5, like going for 20 from 2. If maybe Danny wants 1 from each to secure 20 from 2, but honestly, I've not kept track of the blue coins from either of these players. I don't know if they have 20 from even 1 place. I don't have... Do you know, Jeff?
I feel like a lot, like both of them have like 19 in 3 worlds. I genuinely feel like all of them have like 19 in 3 worlds. Like, I feel like no one has 20, you know? Maybe JJ has 20. Like, JJ, we didn't see him get any blues on the Pinna Beach, I don't think. I feel like he has like 18. I feel like he got everything in the park, but maybe he got like, I don't know. JJ could have 20 from there. In terms of like Rico, JJ might have close to 20. He might have 20 by now. If not, he can finish it. JJ's probably... I think JJ will win it. We're going to see 100s. You can just grab in the enemy blues, probably. And it will be good.
Yep. He'll win 4 from 3. And Rico 100s, and that's like... he technically has a lead to 300 coin shines, so... I think after this Rico 100s, we'll see Delfino 100s, just to also make progress for 8 Delfinos when it comes down to that. And then JJ is chilling and kind of very comfortable in this match, assuming he gets like the right calls in afterwards. That means just go rush 300s and kind of win.
Not getting the enemy blue, so either he already has 20, or he just is forgetting, or maybe doesn't want to be back for sewer glitch. Danny, I think, might be doing a 20 for Noki, which is a play I mentioned, but didn't know how it would pan out, and I still don't really know how it would pan out. Not something you see every day. That is for certain. And it looks like he's really committing to it. Does he have 20 from anywhere else, though?
I don't know. I think the 20 from Noki play would just like only make sense if he also had combined this with Noki 100s. Like at this point, it's like you roam around anyway. I guess you have like most of the coins at this point. On Danny is going diving even further.
It's gonna be really rough if he loses 2. I'll throw that out there.
But JJ is just concerned about 100s.
Oh! And he got eaten by a fish.
Yeah, that's just insult to injury at this point.
Exits area.
Doesn't care about 4 Noki. Let's go, Danny.
I don't know how I feel about that exit area.
Yeah, it's tough to call this. I think he just it's like, oh, I can win week 100s. And,
I guess when you're that far down, it's like you get to swim all the way back up, and you may as well exit area maybe, but like...
True.
I don't know. He will lose Rico 100s. Will he do Rico 200s? No, he enters 1.
Yeah, for Rico 100s.
No, there's no way he's doing Rico 100s.
Why else would he re-enter Rico 1?
Yeah, he was starting it. Now he kinda can't.
Yeah, now he feels like a fool.
I think he loses now.
He
can't click 300s unless he did 4 Noki shines, and even if he did stay in Noki, it wouldn't matter. So JJ, we'll just do 4 Noki shines now. Or I guess he can't click 4 Noki shines. We'll just do 300s.
Yeah, Noki 100s, good one. Also works towards 4 Noki shines if you you know, like, if the commentators realize that you have only got 6 bluebirds and need to unclick that now. JJ is going for 4 Noki shines. As you mentioned, he can't click it, so maybe he doesn't know.
Maybe JJ is gonna click this and deal. Oh, now he realizes it.
Yep.
Well, now you get the rocket coins. I feel like. Maybe not. Actually, don't. Let's say.
You know?
It's fine. I would have rather this happens than him clicking the goal, and even though he already pretty much won, and we had to like sit there and unclick it, and you know, it's. We'll just cut that step out, and JJ will just realize he can't click the goal if he won it.
Yeah. It would have been kind of funny. But
I think Danny probably would have just accepted it as a win. I think Danny knows he probably lost. I don't think Danny would have even been like daring to keep playing.
Yeah, true. I just realized Danny, to get to 300s, would need 4 Noki shines as well. And he has 1 Noki shine. That's really...
I think he's just hoping like JJ did not do Noki for whatever reason, and that he can win his goals and then maybe win a Noki race. But like, there's no way JJ's not just going to do 300s. You have to know that, Danny.
Mm.
Oh, Danny's Bingo Sync is apparently working really well today. Bingo Sync's been a little off recently.
I think it's probably Bingo Sync plus, you know, Pappuccino a bit slacking. Hasn't worked on the Bingo Sync Plus extension for a while.
The timer has also been dysfunctional.
Mm.
So,
Yeah.
JJ just needs to do 100 after this. He can really just do whatever he wants. Besides, like, wow, I can't believe he got that. He can't do, like, he can do whatever he wants. If he wants to do certain hundreds, he can do it. Just choose JJ.
Yeah, he's chilling. He's chilling. Yeah, like now it's just how would Danny have played the game out, or how would the game have played out if Danny got 3 secrets? If Danny was just like, I don't need these blues right now. I'll get them later.
I don't think it mattered. JJ. I don't think it mattered. JJ would have won 20 from 2.
Yeah, like Jay would have won 20 from 2 in like 60 tolls, right?
JJ was already very well set up for 20 from 2. I mean, we're talking about maybe a few blues in both Peanut and Rico. He would have been fine. He would have been fine. I think the bigger question is, how would this game played out if Danny just did 15 Delfino? And
that's way too. That's way too.
I know, but like, I think that was the
thing.
I thought that was the thing though for him. Like, I think he should have just committed to it.
Yeah, I guess you don't want to lose a race, but like at that point, if you lose a race, then you want the free food ladies anyway. So it doesn't harm you to do them afterwards.
JJ technically should have done Delfino 100. It's a little faster than this. It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have much to say about this match. I think JJ played it pretty well. I think the Deep Bianco call very early was strong.
Yeah, just like getting Butterfly and 7 Bluebirds kind of just like... Honestly, did they do much? They kind of didn't, I feel like.
No, but I still think it was a good play.
Yeah, it definitely had its possibilities.
In the grand scheme of things, I don't think it wasn't the play that won in the game. I just think... I don't know. I think Bianco hit in. If you're JJ, you should rush it, but I think Danny has to counter it by doing Delfino. I think JJ made the right calls though. Danny like made decent calls to bring it back, but I think it was just kind of hard. It wasn't the easiest row to play out of.
I would definitely agree. It's just an awkward row.
He has to kind of cover a lot. He has to do Fruit Ladies. He has to do Serena 1. He has to do Bianco 5. You know, it's kind of a lot of bases you need to cover. You need to sneak a Rico in there. But GG.
Yep.
Pretty good win for JJ. SRL. We'll get them in there for an interview if they so wish.
But yeah, not too. I don't want to say not too exciting of a game, but like not too crazy in terms of like how it played out. We are welcoming.
Yo, and Danny. GG's guys.
Whoa. GG's.
Good game. Yeah. I guess we could discuss starts. JJ rushed Bianco hidden. Danny, you started 15 Delfino. Looked like you maybe made a little mistake. Like forgetting about the Plaza stake. Did you think JJ was racing you to it and just kind of gave up on that?
Yeah, I assumed JJ would start 15 Delfino because I thought column 1 sucked, and as far as I know, 15 from Delfino is faster than Bianco hidden. So
You would have
Yeah.
probably won it. I do think the mistake might have cost you. But
Yeah. Once once I made the mistake, I knew I could not get Protein from Delfino because either JJ gets that or he gets Mega Hidden.
Yeah, other than that, I mean, I think JJ made some pretty strong calls. I liked the deep Bianco. Now, was it to play that one? There's arguments like, is that the 100% what JJ should have done? I like the deep Bianco.
Yeah, I knew he would go for it.
Yeah, I think my order of things wasn't right for Deep Bianco, but the fact that I did it worked out.
Like, I think you can get away with it in Invasion.
Like, I initially had a plan of, like, having Bianco 6 as my third secret, but I also wanted, like, Butterfly and stuff, so I was just sitting in Pinna. I'm like, Pinna 2 is a much faster secret than Bianco 6. Like,
I think in Invasion you make it work.
Yeah.
Because you block off 3 hiddens, you block off 45, and it's like, Danny can't really contest Ride Yoshi's.
Mm-hmm.
But you blocked off both.
Yeah, I played. I don't think I played this invasion correctly. Like, I was worried about 7 bluebirds when he had no possible way to get 7 bluebirds with the stuff that he clicked. Like, he had.
Yeah, I needed one more. I needed one more in row 1, but I was decently close to like any of the rest.
Oh.
But
he pretty much had it.
Yeah, I started going for it, but once I lost 3 secrets, I knew I would have to like try something else.
So I'm trying to think, like, hey, for your AMBCs, you obviously did Fruit Ladies, like Serena. What other NPCs are there? Bianco?
Yeah, I did Bianco 5.
Okay. That's starting to add up now. I was like, I was so confused by that. I probably should have noticed that with 4 bosses that you did Bianco 5, but I was...
Yeah, I think the Bianco could have worked because there's Bluebirds, Butterfly, and like 6 hidden, 6 reds. Pretty good combo with Bianco. But
yeah,
I had another
situation. You talk.
Yeah, I think the Bianco could have worked, but I lost 3 secrets because I wanted to finish 20 blues from Bianco. I should have just rushed 3 secrets with Bianco 6. And if I got that, then I could have maybe started invading or something, but yeah, I greeted.
Yeah, I don't think I was close to 20 from 2. I had like 17 in Rico and like 10 in Pinna or something. It was something like that. One thing I did like really poorly, and just to explain myself, was like, okay, I was thinking normal lockout, so that's why I went to Gelato for 4 from 3, and I'm like, I realized that Danny can't click 4 from 3, so that's why I just exit area. Like, there were a few of those situations. Same thing with 4 Noki shines. I started doing 4 Noki, and I'm like, wait, first of all, I couldn't even click 4 Noki. So I was going for it, and then I realized, like, okay, I have to do the hundreds. But, yeah, there was a lot of missed calls, but I just feel like I was given a very, very strong row. It was something that I felt like I wanted, and it just helped me throughout the mistakes I made in the late game.
Yeah, I assumed you were not going to do one hidden Bianco since like there's 3 reds, 15 Delfino, and 3 Fruit Ladies, so I thought you would not go for it. But
I just went for it because it was good setup in general.
Yeah. I was scared of that, but I thought you would not do it. And once you do it, I was like, okay, I'm screwed. I'm not sure what to do.
I had like an initial plan of just like having 4 from 3 progress, secrets, etc. Like I felt like just Bianco was just really strong in this card. It was just scary as to who was going to click what first, because then you had to adapt. But other than that, I think everything was fine. I got a ton of extra blues. I have like 77 blues or something.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Because you sniped me the Noki 12. That's why. I had like 10 blues when you got 12.
Yeah. Although you couldn't click right, but it was still...
I couldn't? I could.
Maybe if it was 2 from 5, but if not, I don't think so.
Oh, hold on, let me see. Let's go back up.
Yeah, that's
why I couldn't click it. Never mind. So I was going for that for no reason. Alright.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of wanted 2 from 5, but I had no progress. I only had progress 1 from each, pretty much. No 2 from 5.
Okay.
It was a pretty. I think it was a good first game. I think Danny had to play really damn well. That was kind of the thing.
Yeah,
like, out of
it
row
was-
one, you need to make perfect decisions. Like it's very tough to you make a mistake. It's definitely playable. I think Danny could have won, but yeah.
Yeah, I just misplayed here and there. Losing 3 secrets was rough, and I did not expect JJ to get so many blues.
I think
I
three
wanted-
secrets. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, go ahead.
I don't know how much. Like we were kind of talking about this. Like with the game of change, if you won 3 secrets, and
Yeah. So-
in a sense, maybe because JJ kind of has to re-enter for like Rico and Pinna. He only needed 2 blues in both Rico and Pinna, like ish. He needed just like a handful.
Yeah,
In
like
most-
I
and
had a
even-
bunch of fast blues left in Pinna still, so like it wouldn't have taken too long. It would have probably taken Well, like, a minute and a half, 2 minutes total.
Yeah.
you know,
my-
you do block him off for a little bit.
Yeah.
JJ technically has to commit to other things, and other goals could be closer.
It
but
might have given you time for 7 bluebirds.
Yeah.
Mhm.
My plan was to get either 7 bluebirds or butterfly. That's why I did the Bianco, but I just could not stop it once you got to goals in row 3.
I think, and that's basically of this match. I don't think there was anything else, really.
Yeah.
The main things were just secrets. I feel like that decided it. Just I was able to get into row 2.
Yeah, it was more like the combo was 60 totals and 3 secrets, because I thought
Yeah.
you were gonna get 3 secrets, and I was gonna get sniped. That's why I finished 20 in Bianco, and then I could get 20 in Noki, and I would finish up 60. That was my plan, but yeah.
Okay.
GG's, guys. You got your matches tomorrow, I believe.
Yes.
Next round will be regular. What's next round? Row control.
Yeah, it's row control.
Row control.
I kind of guessed that. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't actually have the info in front of me. I just guessed it because I figured, Danny probably will pick row control. Anyway, stay tuned for that tomorrow. We're going to be reading over to Bingathon, who has 2 more matches today. One for starting with Game Stable versus Bright Ghost. So wish them luck, GG's competitors, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.